Radio Texas, live with Buddy Logan.
Radio Texas Live, it's Buddy Logan. Kyle Park back on the show with us. Kyle, I know everybody's been shut down, not doing much. Have you done anything special during the worldwide pandemic?
Got my handicap down real low, playing a lot of golf lately.
Nice. Congratulations. Congratulations.
Yeah, congratulations. Thank you. Yeah. You know what's pretty cool, dude? I don't know if you saw on Instagram or whatever. I hit a hole-in-one in Cabo, and my buddy went right behind me. We had back-to-back hole-in-ones.
I did not see that.
Yeah, it was like the odds are like 17 million to 1 or some crazy number like that. I mean,
that's crazy. So, Could you see it go in? Did you know it went in without a doubt, or were you second-guessing it?
I did. I saw it going. And by the way, this is my third one. I've had 3 in my life, and this was the first one I've seen go in. The first 2 I couldn't see. It was like above me. The green was above me, and I couldn't see the ball fall in the hole.
That's impressive. You got to watch it.
Below me, and
did you throw your club in the air?
I threw it in the air. They
did you club toss?
It was awesome, man. It was like that was cool because the ones before I didn't know until I walked up to the hole and saw my ball in the hole, and I was like, "Oh man, way to go!" And that was it was kind of anticlimactic. With
right.
This one, we watched the ball. You're like, "Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god!" Boom! It went in the hole. It went crazy, and then when the second one went in, it was hard to believe. Like, wait a second, are we getting punked?
Yeah, something's going on here.
Yeah, someone's got a string behind there and pulling the ball in the hole.
Not to be a one-upper here, but I've hit a hole-in-one on video games before.
Nice. Probably multiple, I'm sure.
Yeah, plenty of times.
RTX Live with Buddy Logan.
Kyle Park back on with us tonight. It's Radio Texas Live. I'm Buddy Logan. Kyle, good to see you, man.
Man, good to see you as well. Been too long. Been way too long.
So long. It has been quite a while. But you've been busy, man. You've been really busy. I think you haven't been on since you've gotten married. Are you going on 2 years of marriage now? Year and a half?
No, a year and a half. Yeah, getting there.
Okay.
I guess April will be 2 years, so a year and a half now. And yeah, big news. We got our first kid, little baby girl on the way.
So does a girl.
January. Yep,
little girl. Congratulations.
Yep.
I've got 3 girls. 3 girls. 1, 2, 3 girls. And I love it, man. You're in for a treat.
I can't wait, man. I'm gonna be just the most fun girl dad in the world. I feel like I'm gonna have to find a new job, I guess, but I can do it. I'm prepared. I've heard the stories. I'm ready.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah. So I don't want to pull anything out from you that you don't want to share, but I know my wife and I, well, we didn't even decide on any names until even our last one. It took us a week to name her. Have you guys decided on a name?
We have not decided on the name. We have a couple of names in mind, and I'm not going to tell you. It's so funny. We learned that people will ask you what the name is, not because they want to know for the kid's name. They want to compare it to their life. They'll say something like, "Oh, I don't like that name. I know a friend of mine named that. He's just a really," it's always that way. It's funny.
The worst thing for me was, and for us was suggestions, because I would hate it. We didn't go with anybody's suggestions, but if you heard one that you love, you can't name your kid after some random dude on the street who said, "Oh, name it Carrie."
Yeah,
you can't do it. It's out the window. If your dad or mom says, "Here, what about this name?" It's out the window too.
But I'll tell you what, on the flip side of that, it's really cool that people want to know and people are interested and people care about us. And if they say they don't like the name, it's just because they love us so much. They want to love her name when she comes here. So it's all good. I'm having fun and teasing. But yeah, that's no doubt the question we get the most right now is, what's the name going to be? And the response is always like, well, you'll know here in January.
I respect that. I was hoping I would get that answer. I had to ask, but I didn't want to know. I did not want to know.
RTX Live.
I'm running around. Kyle Park back on with us. And Kyle, we do have 5 questions for you.
Yes.
Let's do this.
I love it.
Let's do this. 5 questions with Kyle Park.
Come on.
Kyle, we always begin with world geography, and for you, we do a special category for Kyle Park. It's national parks. We always have a national park question.
That's right.
For Kyle Park. Kyle, what is the most visited national park in the United States national park system pre-COVID? A, Acadia, B, Grand Canyon, C, Smoky Mountains, or D, Jellystone? Jellystone.
I would have to guess B, Grand Canyon.
That would be a good guess. And it would be incorrect. Smoky Mountains. Smoky Mountains. The most
Smoky Mountains. Come on, Smoky.
Most visited national park.
0 for 1.
0 for 1. Number 2, Kyle Park, the 2015 album, The Blue Roof Sessions, one of my favorites of yours. Kyle, name 3 characters from the iconic 1999 movie Varsity Blues. 3 characters from Varsity Blues for Kyle Park.
Do I have to have the whole first and last name or just a part of the name?
Just a nickname.
Okay.
Just so you know who you're talking about. Yeah, Mox.
You had Mox, and you had Billy Bob, of course.
Yes, that's two.
And you had Tweeter.
Tweeter, the three easy ones, man.
Yeah.
What about
that was easy?
Miss Davis, Lance Harbor?
Miss Davis.
Miss Davis,
yeah,
a good one. I would have been impressed if you came up with Miss Davis. All right, number 3, Kyle Park, 5 questions. How many ribs are in a human body?
How many ribs are in a human body? Come on, man. I didn't go to school long enough for this one.
We can do pairs.
Is it 12?
12 pairs, that's correct. 12 pairs of ribs. Congratulations.
All right.
The vast majority of people are born with 12 pairs of ribs. That's good, man. I thought you might miss that one. You are 2 out of 3. Let's come back and finish 5 questions, all right?
All right.
Kyle Park hanging out with us. We got more coming up.
RTX Live with Buddy Logan.
I'm out here. Tara says it's the only thing that gets her through her workday. The Radio Texas Live app, helping thousands of people get through their workdays. Download it, and we'll help you through that workday as well. Radio Texas Live in your App Store or Google Play. What was the first song Kyle Park had played on the radio? And does he remember hearing it? We'll find out next. More with Kyle Park on the way. But first, brand new Bart Crow. This one's called Boots off his new EP, Pretty Good Heart, which was out yesterday. Kyle Park with us tonight. It's Radio Texas Live. Kyle from his home studio in Austin, Texas. Appreciate you taking the time to be on the show, man.
By the way, I'm in Fredericksburg, Texas these days, actually.
Okay, all right.
And here's 5 questions, geography for you, Buddy Logan. No, I'm just kidding.
Where is Kyle Park located?
I had to drop that because these days, we're in Fredericksburg. My wife has a winery there on Main Street. If you're a wine drinker, we have the best Italian wine in Texas. Right there on Main Street, brother, called Cross Mountain Vineyards.
Cross Mountain Vineyards. Check it out in Fredericksburg.
That's right. Yes, sir.
It's kind of funny because that actually leads into this next question. Number 4, Kyle Park, your 2018 album is titled Don't Forget Where You Come From. Kyle Park, do I know where you come from? Or did I forget where you come from? or did I forget where you came from?
Do you know where I come from?
Do I know where you come from?
Well, the internet's out there, so yes, I do think you know where I was born.
Okay, so you think I only know because I looked it up on the internet?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's correct. I'm not sure if I forgot but I was wrong. You're from Leander?
That's right.
You grew up in Leander. I would have said Austin proper. So
yeah,
we'll give you that one. That very confusing,
well,
long-winded.
For you, sorry.
Yeah, well, the story kind of set it up all wrong by me getting it wrong where you're at right now too. I don't know anything. 3 out of 4 so far. Number 5, Kyle Park. Number 5 in 5 questions. Who won the 2020 COVID-19 World Series?
The Los Angeles Dodgers.
Correct. For 4 out of 5.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Got that one. I watched that one.
Kyle Park on with us. A lot more to get to. It's Radio Texas Live.
RTX Live with Buddy Logan.
Mr. Hole-in-One, Kyle Park on with us tonight. It's Radio Texas Live. I'm Buddy Logan. 3 hole-in-ones. That's pretty amazing.
Yeah, I've had a couple lucky moments, no doubt. I had my first one about 10 years ago in a scramble golf tournament, and then I've had 2 this year. I had one in April, and then I had one in August.
And who said 2020's all bad?
Yeah, that's right. At least I had a couple of hole-in-ones, but I would still trade it for other things, no doubt.
Oh, no doubt.
For gigs. I'd give up the hole-in-ones for gigs. That's what I want.
I believe that, yes. That makes perfect sense.
That's right.
Kyle, I want to talk about one of my favorite songs of yours. It's a newer song, and it's new, but it's already entered probably my top 3 favorite Kyle Park songs of all time. The video stars all around Cowboy World Champion Tuff Cooper. Let's talk about Rio, Kyle. Let's talk about Rio, man. Great song. I love a song about a horse.
Well, thank you, man. Yeah, no kidding. That was cool to have Tuff Cooper in the video. He's such an awesome dude and a great cowboy, of course. But the song is on the surface about a horse and going up and down the mountains and valleys, letting go of the reins and the darkness and trusting the horse, basically. But deeper than that, it's a spiritual song, man. It's about letting go of the reins of life and trusting God in the darkness of the mountains and valleys of life. And you kind of go with the flow. Like Rio is river, and you go with the flow sometimes, and don't try to fight it. Don't try to go against the current. Just go with the Rio. I
like it, man. And I love the song. It's a great song. Went number 1 for you, right? A year ago or so? 2 years ago?
It did, yes, sir. Yeah.
Let's spin it. Let's spin it right now. Rio from Kyle Park. We got more with KP coming up. It's Radio Texas Live. Radio Texas Live. I'm Buddy Logan. Kyle Park back on the show tonight. Kyle, I know it's been a wild 2020 for you. On top of finding out you and your wife are expecting.
That's right.
Buddy Ina, she's coming in January.
Budina. Yeah. Oh, man, you nailed it.
Is that good?
It. That's it.
Dan, I know
the cat's out of the bag, everyone.
What have you done? What have you done work-wise? Have you been writing songs? Getting back in the studio?
No doubt. Been writing a bunch of songs, told you that, and I've also been in the studio recording some stuff. You know, in my career, I've put out 6 records. I also put out 2 EPs back in 2010 that led to the creation of a record. The last record I've made, I put out like single. Then the album came out. So I think I'm going to do an EP again this time around. I could do a record, but maybe this EP plus the next EP plus the next EP forms a record again, kind of thing.
Master album.
I don't know. I don't think there's a wrong way to do it these days. I don't love the idea of putting out 12 or 15 songs and people only getting to know 2 or 3 of them because
and then it's gone.
No one told them to go check it out.
Right.
If you give me 3 or 4 songs, I'll listen to all 3 or 4 of them. But yeah, I don't see myself ever not doing records, but at the same time, I love the idea of not having rules about how I have to do it.
Kyle Park doesn't play by rules.
I don't think anyone does anymore.
Everybody says what the hell they want. Yeah. Kyle Park is on with us tonight. We are looking at the new music sometime, 2021. Is that where we're coming at?
Absolutely, if not sooner. Yeah.
Awesome. We got more with Kyle Park coming up at Radio Texas Live.
The dark and lonesome night.
Giving Joe Rogan a run for his money. Check out the all-new Buddy Logan's Air Check podcast. A great interview with Cody Johnson up there, Randy Rogers, Wade Bowen, Randall King. If you heard it here on Radio Texas Live, you can hear it on the podcast. Maybe you missed something. Get caught up. Buddy Logan's Air Check. Search for it. iTunes, Spotify, Google, anywhere you listen to podcasts.
Took my first breath.
Kyle Park on with us tonight. It's Radio Texas Live. I'm Buddy Logan. Kyle, I've known you for years, but do you remember the first time that you heard a song of yours on the radio?
Yeah, it wasn't on any of those records. It was a song when I recorded when I was 17 maybe or 16. Remember Sammy Allred?
Yeah, I remember. Yeah.
He was the first guy to ever play me in his morning show years ago, and I was still in high school, and somebody called the house phone, back when we had landlines.
Right.
And they said, "Hey, you're on the radio," and I woke up, and I was turned every radio on in the house and jammed. It was awesome. Yeah.
How did he get your song? Do you know?
My uncle and my cousin saw Sammy Allred and Bob Cole, who's still at Coke FM.
Coke FM, yeah.
And they saw them at Hill's Cafe in Austin that Bob owned at the time. And they walked up to him and said, "Hey, you guys, you don't know me. My name is, my Uncle Chester. My name is Chester Park, and this is Daniel Park, and we're related to Kyle Park, and you don't know him, but we want to give you his CD. You're going to like it." And like 2 weeks went by, and my uncle called the radio station that morning and said, "Hey, did you ever play that? I gave it to you a while back." And it just so happens Sammy was wearing the coat that he put the CD in that morning, and he went in his coat pocket and pulled it out and put it on the CD player and played it, and that was how
Just like that. It worked. It actually worked.
Yep. It worked. That's like a radio DJ's nightmare, by the way. I know it is, but it worked for me.
It worked. Somehow. It worked out. And that's why it keeps happening, because every once in a while it works.
Yep. But I mean, I've also, by the way, I was the kid in Austin where after that happened, I had like a few of my aunts and uncles who would call the radio station every day, 10 times a day to request, thinking they were helping me.
Yeah.
And that really didn't help me at all. I had to tell them that.
We can tell when it's family that's requesting songs.
I promise they heard you the first 2 days you did it.
Yeah, that's right. But it's good because they loved you. It's because they loved you. And it ultimately worked out. Let's spin it. Kyle Park's first single, Somebody's Trying to Steal My Heart. We got more KP coming up.
In the middle of
Kyle Park on with us tonight. It's Radio Texas Live. Kyle, it's always good catching up with you, man. Always good to see you.
I was thinking the same thing. I've known you I feel like we got our jobs in the music business at the same time. I feel like around 2006.
It's probably. I think I was back in radio about 2008, but very early on.
Well, it was until 2012, so that's about fair. That's fine.
Yeah, that's right. I want to talk about your last album, Don't Forget Where You Come From, because it is another great song, an amazing song.
Thank you. It's a gift having that song, man. I love that song so much. And it's like a bumper sticker, pray out loud, make your parents proud. Don't forget where you come from. It's like, I always say, if my dad were here today, that's what he would tell me. And that's what he'd tell everybody. And, I lost my dad when I was 12 years old. He was not a oil field worker. He was a plumber, actually. But if you replace oil field worker with plumber, that song is my life story. Losing my dad early and just having to go through the hardships and leaving home and, wanting to do something different than my relatives did. And I did that by picking up the guitar. That's
awesome, man. It is a tremendous song. Can you get the Don't Forget Where You Come From bumper sticker at kylepark.com?
After I said that, I should actually have those available. I don't have those available, unfortunately. But no, I just that song, it's cool. I've had young people and old people come up to me with tears in their eyes, tell me how it reminds them of their father, reminds them of their grandfather, things like that. And that's, as a writer, I can't ask for anything more than that when those kind of moments and those kind of relationships are made through just a song.
And it is one of those that transcends ages, young and old. Everybody can relate to it.
And I'm glad people relate to it. And that's a song I'll play forever, the rest of my life, no doubt about it.
Awesome. Well, let's spin it right now. Kyle Park, Don't Forget Where You Come From. Kyle Park, thanks, man.
Thanks, buddy.
RTX Live.
I remember